Hello, everybody. It is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. It is awesome. For those that have just subscribed or joined the family, I would like to welcome you first off. And my name is Kid. This is my mother. Mother. Not lover. It's my mother. I came out of this woman, okay? This came out of that. Candy, and her name is Candy. So I would like to welcome all the new family members that have been joining us lately, and it is awesome to have every single one of you join the family, because the more family members that we have, the better it is for all of humanity, and we want to thank you for everything that you do, because without you, well, there is no family. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And hi, family. We love you. You guys are amazing. We love every single one of you guys. It's truly awesome.
So, how shall we start today? We have just had some lessons that have run really, really deep. And do you remember that Kid and I were talking to you guys about following the energies? It just keeps coming to me. Follow the energy, follow the energy. Well, he has been sick. Or down and under, however you want to say it.
For the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks. And then out of that, a couple of days that were just really bad. And I have just been absolutely exhausted, taking care of him and then everything else around, and keeping up with things, and then all the other stuff going on. Things with your dad, things with the dog, now things with the cat. It's like...
It's one thing after another.
Yeah, so many different things. And so we realized that we had to make a huge shift. And the realization didn't come like...
It didn't come like swift, like the...
No, we actually had to just start talking about things. Something you and I really haven't been able to do for the last 3 weeks, because it's been so...
Yeah, I've
hard.
realized that. Usually you and I would always sit down and... What do you call that? Debrief or assess the situation.
Yes.
Assess what's going on, but we haven't been able to have the time to be able to do that because of everything that's been going on, and it's
time, the wherewithal, the energy, the mind, the heart space. It just was not there. And so we're feeling better now, and that's because we've made a huge shift. Now, what's interesting is that in part of all of that was going on, we got to thinking that the ASEA was causing this massive detox. Boy, were we wrong.
We were very wrong.
It wasn't. Matter of fact, what we were going through would have been much worse had we not been taking the ASEA. And so
basically what she's trying to say is that the ASEA has been pushing us to go into the right path.
Yes.
The right pathway. And what we've been doing was that we've been shoving food down our throats that we shouldn't be shoving down our throats, and yet we're shoving it down our throats anyways. And it's like our body is telling us, hey,
So you know the comments that the questions that people have asked us and Jason, like, do we have to stop eating meat? Do we have to stop eating this? Do we have to stop eating that? And we're like, it'll come naturally.
It will come naturally.
Well, that is what we realized the ASEA was doing. It was saying, okay, I'm ascending your body. I'm moving you into the crystalline. Now stop eating that. And we didn't get it. It was like rocks in the head. And so we were resisting and pounding against something, and it was, the torture that we
The
caused
torture.
ourselves, because there was resistance there and a lack of understanding as to what was happening. So it is purifying our body, and we were just like duh. We're not getting it, and so we continue to inhale these foods that were that were hurting us, and so it was our fault. Or no, cancel, delete that.
Cancel.
No fault ever. It was
A slow transition.
it was a slow journey to
All we had to
realization.
do was just.
Right? Oh my God! And so now we're coming to this place of understanding and having a deeper realization of follow the energy, and it's part of what would have helped us sooner is had we had the right conversation with several people.
Yeah.
Because the right conversation, it doesn't matter who, but the right conversation would have helped us to realize what was happening sooner instead of, well, maybe it's this, or maybe this is what's happening. And so we made an assumption. And what does an assumption do? It makes you an ass.
Well, yeah, because it is ass. Get it? Ass.
Yes, Johnny.
But I really do like to say that assumptions and what do you call that? It was the other one. You have the assumptions, and then you have the
Is it like the word assumption?
It's basically like the word assumption, just a different word.
When you're guessing?
Yes.
But it's not the word guessing.
No, it's not the word guessing. It's a high intellectual word. Which
Do you guys
I
know?
completely forgot what I was talking about.
Do you guys know what he's talking about? Well, that's the whole thing, Mickey, is that we weren't craving anything, really. It was just, don't eat this and move to that. Don't eat this. No, don't eat that either. And then we would just sit
Expectations.
around. Oh, that is nothing about assumption.
No, it's not. But still, I like to say that assumptions and expectations are dangerous and deadly.
Yeah, they are.
Because they bring you into a point of, yes, like what Jenny just said, or Johnny just said, judgment. Because when you go into the assumption or when you go into the expectation, and if it doesn't happen, guess what happens? You start judging what is wrong with you. What did you do wrong? Instead of what you should have been listening to in the first place. What is it that I needed to do? What is it that I felt like I needed to do?
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. And you know, you see us now and you see the flow, right? Because we had crimped the flow, we'd crunched the flow, and both of us were struggling so much, and sometimes you...
Lashed out.
Yes.
Lashed out
And
quite a bit.
And I know
And I
that
admit that.
I reacted quite a bit too. It was both of us, and that was being separated from the energy. So when we get to, when we can realize when we're off the path, out of alignment. Oh God, remember in Star Wars, Rogue One, at the very end, she was trying to send the plans of
I remember that.
and she pressed send, and it said the disc was off center. She had to go align it. She had to align the disc so that the communication could go. And we become unaligned like that disc. And everything, why didn't we see it? And so this is so exciting that we can come to you and share this, because don't do what we do.
Because we do it first, so you don't have to.
Right? learn from our journey.
We do it first, so you don't have to.
So guess what?
Welcome to the spiritual Amazon.
At the moment,
We buy the problem, so you don't have to.
At the moment, we're back.
Well, what's kind of funny is that through all of this, we have also been feeling like that we've been losing control. That we have lost our path. And that's why we felt so down in the dumps lately, for one, and that was also bringing down our energies, which was bringing down your guys' energies. And I do want to apologize for that, because that is not high vibes up. That is not family. And that is why we are bringing this to the table, to let you guys know that we are all going through it, but we should have relied upon your guys' energies a little bit more than what we should have. So I do want to apologize about that, you guys.
Yeah.
Because you guys had oh, sorry, go ahead.
Our whole family suffered because of our disconnect. All of you with us. Because where we go one, we go all. I'm so sorry.
We're like, hey guys, come down with us.
We took you down with us. Yes, Arlene, I so agree 100%. Arlene says family is about doing it together. So yeah, you went through the journey with us. What did I call it earlier? We had well, this was a really deep lesson.
It really was for all of us.
Oh my gosh. I would very much like to say I don't ever want to experience that again, but we are still, we're still learning. And all of us now being in the, what did I say? The quantum energies, right? Being in the quantum energies, we're facing new things. And this right here, I did not expect what it was going to do and the depth of what it was going to do.
I swear.
We had no idea, did we? Someone messaged me today and they said, you'll never believe this. And they said, been on Asea for, what did she say, 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And her eyelashes and eyebrows are growing back. And I was just like, oh my God. So not only did we have this thing about the food to figure out, but we had choices and decisions about where we were going and who we were doing it with, that we had choices to make. And all of it got fumbled and muddled and muddied.
Mumbled.
Okay, so here's a story. It's like this. You want to drink some nice, cold, clear water from the stream, and the stream is so perfectly pure. Well, what are you going to do? Run in there to the middle of the stream and stir up all the dirt and then no. You don't want to stir up dirt in your own drinking water.
Or go up to the very top of the little stream that's, coming down this way and pee in it.
For those down at the bottom? Yeah, no. Or here's how it could work. I mean, because of our personalities, kid would very carefully go where he wanted to drink, and I'd be like, water! And I'd be running, and he would look at me like, seriously? As I'm stirring up all the dirt. So that's kind of what has happened. And you guys got to go through this with us. Yeah. How beautiful is that? Aren't you lucky?
And what's funny is that also the Truth Tour is going through their own thing as well with what's happening with the RV again. Yes, again. Like, what the hell? So there's energies that we all need to listen to, and when we don't listen to them, it causes this rift in what is happening within our experience. And when we don't listen to it, well, guess what? It just keeps getting louder and then louder and then louder. It's like, oh my God.
We taught that early on, that when we're not listening, the message gets louder and louder until it starts to hit our body.
And you notice that the lessons of the beginning of what we used to teach are now coming back to us to re-teach it.
Yeah. I mean, you taught that because you go from, let's say, you graduate high school and you go into college, right? So you go into 13th grade. Well, in 13th grade, you start off again at A or 1, and then 2, and then 3. And then you go to 14th grade and you start off again at A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. Every new level brings you right back to the beginning. Okay, so what did you learn? How are you going to apply it? You've got people talking to you on Rumble. Is it showing up on here too?
No, it's not showing up on there. That's why I have it on my phone, so just in case I do see something there.
Oh, so did you say hi back?
Yeah, I said hi, family. Don't you see my name? Kid Valor right there. That's me.
These eyes cannot read that little print from there. So, no, thank you.
Well, yes, I said hi, family.
Wonderful.
So.
I thought it was actually 2 people talking. Just one person.
It's just one person.
One person on Rumble.
It's
Yay.
K-Suttles.
Kafuddles?
K-Suttles.
Oh.
K-S-U-T-T-L-E-S. Suttles. It's like K settling down.
Okay. No. Reed says, I hate myself. So, you want to address that?
So the question is, what's going on within your experience that you feel like that you need to say that you hate yourself when in actuality the hate is more of a experience? You know what? Let's see what the cards have to say about that first. I do not want to delve into that at the moment without having a little bit of the stars' guidance with what this has to say. So, you are going to be my first card reading today, Reed. Lucky you.
Yay.
Get ready for a face slap. You never know what these stars are going to say. It's crazy. So...
Well, hello there, beautiful family. Oh, you know what? I love the way Gina says this. Well, hello from wherever you are in the world. Hello. Hello again.
So, Reed, for your very first card, I had the winter card, which is the 3 points that is happening within your experience, which is reflection, transition, and release. So let me show you the card. This is the winter card. Reflection, transition, and release. So what's happening is that you are reflecting somebody else's energies at this time. It's not that you hate yourself. It's more of somebody is hating themselves and it's coming out through you. So it's not yours to begin with. So what do you have to do? You have to first transition that energy. It is not mine, send back to sender. And then you release it. No, cancel that. Let it go, because it's not yours to begin with. So why even hold on to it or even release it for it to be reused? So you let it go and send it back to sender, and then you metamorphosize your energies into a whole new different energy of vigilance, standing strong in yourself, standing strong in what you know is true for you. So that is not yours. So I'm going to say, how dare you take that upon yourself to make that yours when it's not yours to begin with, Reed? How dare you? I take offense to that. Rude. You got the 10 of diamonds. And the diamonds is all about earth, practicalities, and courage. So it's time to start standing in the courage of yourself, standing in the courage of what you know is true for you by using the 10... the number 10, which is all about the transition, let go. And what was that word? Being the true jack of all trades. Being the jack of all trades. When you are the jack of all trades, because 10 and jack are one and the same, but two of the opposite all at the same time. Which means that right now is the time to be the jack of all trades, because when you're the jack of all trades, you're using all the gifts that you have used from the past to use right now to be able to let go of what you know is not true, which is these energies of I hate myself is not yours. It's somebody else's. So send back to sender and let go. Don't release it. Because the difference between releasing and letting go is releasing is a form of recycle. When you release it, it releases back into the energies to be recycled, to be reused. And you cannot reuse a stagnant energy. And the hate is a stagnant energy. So I let go of I hate myself and send it back to sender. And when you do that, you're going to find that release into that new you that you know that you need to be, which is the Four of Diamonds. Look at that. Another Earth card. It's all about Earth for you. But it's also about traveling. So standing strong like the old building that this is, but traveling the waters while being in the flow. Now, let the past flow by. Look at it, see it, but don't touch. Because the past is a timeline, and a timeline is also known as a dead line, which means that when you touch it, you bring it back to life. And when you bring it back to life, you make that past yours when it's dead. So you don't want to bring a zombie back, okay? That's your zombie. Don't touch a zombie.
So I saw some of that stagnant energy in your throat. So when I did a deeper search, I saw, what's it called? A curse in your spine, and
Oops.
it was going through your neck and wrapping around your throat. So that's been cleared. So really pay attention to what kids said, and if you have to watch us over again, do that and apply what the stars have just shown you. And Jennifer, with the ear infection, you also had some stagnant energy, but you also had some etheric attachments there that I cleared for you. Yeah. Also, look for Solfeggio videos, music on YouTube, and go through the different hurts and find out what it is that you need. Do you need something to heal your aura? Do you need something to heal your blood vessels, your energy, to clear negative energy, to raise your vibration? There's all sorts. Our family plays it 24/7 here to keep the energies free and moving and clear, and to keep our bodies continually healing.
Cray cray.
What's cray cray?
Cray cray? Cray cray means crazy crazy.
Oh.
You cray cray. So how can you tell if you have attachments? Well, first off, usually they come in the form of thoughts. Our processing system is not made to have thoughts. It's not made to create thoughts. It is not made to have thoughts. Those thoughts usually are not ours. If they are not neutral, they're not ours. If they're positive, they're not yours. If they're negative, they're most definitely not yours. If they're neutral, those are usually from the guides or from you. So, whenever you have a negative thought that comes into your experience, oh my God, this person, that's the whisper. I call them the whisperer because they tend to whisper words within your mind that make you think thoughts that they want you to think, when in actuality, it's not something that you have to have within your experience at all. It's all a choice, right? So, thoughts are created from where? Our thoughts are created from the 3 hearts that is connected by the 4th heart, which is physical heart, mental heart, spiritual heart. When all three are in connection with each other, it then creates the thoughts from the heart chakra, your home. That is where the true thoughts reside. And that's where you start using those thoughts as a form of feeling or emotion. And those are the true thoughts of ourselves. That is where our true thoughts reside. But when it's a negative feeling, it's not yours. If it's a positive feeling, it's a 50-50. It might be yours, it might not be. You have to be very conscientious of which one it is. So you have to ask yourself, are these my feelings? Are these my thoughts? Because when you ask, when you command it to reveal itself, it must tell you, because it's in your kingdom / queendom of your experience. And whatever comes into your arm's reach comes into your kingdom / queendom, which means that it must listen to your command, because you're the king, you're the queen of your kingdom. Get it? So anything at arm's reach is your kingdom / queendom, which means that you need to make sure that you take control. Peasants or civilians or whatever you want to call them, your people of your kingdom, when they come into your court, this is your court. When they come into your court, they don't command you to do something. You command them, hey, this is what I need done. This is the crop rotation. This is that. Get it done for me. Same thing with the energies. So you make sure that you command what you truly need for yourself. And this is what we have been relearning all over again, is to take commandership of our own ship. This is one form of our ship. The other ship is up there.
Okay, so can you guys share and then hit the thumbs up? Let people know that we're on, and that we're here assisting. And so someone asked, how can you tell on attachments?
Oh, I just did.
Yeah, I know. But there's also the feeling aspect of it too, of the vision, which is another part. So people can have different ways to understand that they have an attachment, right? All right, so the feeling part is kind of like if you were to just clear your mind and then run your hands over your body like this and feel the energy you're going to feel when there's a stop. You just don't want to move past it. And then that's where you know that you could have an attachment or something going on. And then just continue to do that through for the rest of your body. Now, there comes a point in time when you no longer need to use your hands. You just scan yourself and you can tell where they are. Also look for, if you're looking at your body, dark places on the body, like shadowy spots or black areas, dark areas. Then you know that there's something going on in that spot as well. That could be an attachment. What else? Also, visions. So when I am looking for attachments, like Jennifer said she had something going on with her ear. So I went to look at her ear and I saw the infection, and what that looked like to me was a muddied energy. And then I saw what looked like white etheric little beings. I don't know, they were about this big and they were kind of invisible-ish, and it was like thinking of a memory or seeing something play in your mind. that's what it looks like, and you begin to trust what you're being shown. So curses to me look like kind of like an octopus that I see on someone's spine, and then I follow the tentacles to see where they have gone inside the body, because usually they are where someone has a heart problem, or someone has the big C word, or someone has something going on with any of the other organs or muscles or hernias or what have you. And so then as you clear or you pull that curse off, you are watching the tentacles come out as well. And then I hand them to my team who takes care of them. And I want you guys, I invite you to practice this. Practice what he taught, practice what I was just teaching, so that you become better at clearing yourself. Then you can start clearing your family, your friends, and you can start moving into the same realms that Kid and I are, because we need more people like us. We can't do everyone.
So a good way to help clear yourself of all these entities, and Shauna, this will be great for you. So there are a couple of steps that you need to take to be able to do this clearing of yourself. Is first off, you need to calm yourself. Bring yourself down to 0 point, which is taking all the energy from up in your head and bringing it all the way down to your heart chakra. Now that's an easy thing to do. All you have to do is just close your eyes, and even if you're not good at visualization, you just intentionally bring the energy down. You can even say it. I command all energy from my head to come down to my heart chakra. And when you do that, when you feel that peace, that's when you command a golden vortex to open up above you. A golden vortex going counterclockwise. So that's this way. From 11 to 1. 12, 11 to 1. So you want to make sure that it's going counterclockwise. The reason why counterclockwise is so it 0 points the energy. Second thing that you want to do is, if you can't visualize it, set your intention that there is a golden globe in front of you, or whatever color that you feel it needs to be, because any color that you feel it needs to be, it doesn't have to be golden, it has to be the color that you feel is correct for you. Emerald, purple, green, blue, yellow, red, it doesn't matter what color it is, as long as you align with that color. And you just watch it for just a second, and as soon as you feel that stabilization, as soon as you feel that connection to it, you then start commanding. I command all chords. I command all energies. I command all entities that are here not for my highest good to go into this sphere, or whatever shape and form that you have in front of you. Because what that's going to do is that's going to command everything that's in your experience into whatever's there. And all your kingsmen, all your guards and guardianships and your guides are going to take all those energies that they know are not here for your highest good and shove it into that sphere, or whatever shape and form it is. And after you feel that peace, you then push it up into the golden, into that vortex, whatever color you want that vortex as well. It doesn't have to be gold, but it does have to, you do have to make sure that it's going counterclockwise to 0 point all energy, because what that's also going to do is that it's also going to send all those energies to the Galactic Federation of Truth and Justice to hold accountable to all those that have installed whatever was in your experience, and they will be held accountable, not you, because it wasn't you that installed it. They don't know what's installed in you unless you give them the permission to find it. And through that vortex is a way of sending it to the Galactic Federation of Truth and Justice for them to be able to hold accountable for whatever that was installed within your experience. And then after you see it, feel it, disappear into that vortex, you then close that vortex. If you can't see it closed, command it to be closed. I command the vortex to now be closed. I send you with love and light, peace and prosperity, and I thank you. Ooh. So, also be sure to say all chords, all energies, all entities, seen and unseen, known and unknown. You can also add, if you would like, from the beginning of time to now. So that would also take from the very beginning of your lifetimes here, thousands upon thousands of lifetimes earlier, to right now and clear it all. It clears all those lifetimes. And it will happen. So it's all about setting your intention. It's all about visualization. If you can't visualize it, that's fine. Set your intention. Command your guides to do the work for you, because your guides will not do anything if you ask them to do something. They will only do something now with how high our vibrations have gotten. We are now in our commandership role. We need to start commanding things to happen, not asking for things to happen. Those questions are for children. You are no longer a spiritual child. You are a spiritual adult that has just basically turned 18, which means that you are accountable for everything that you do in this life, which means that you need to start holding everybody else accountable for what they need to do while they are working for you. You are the boss. You're the leader. You're the commander. It's time to take that commandership and start speaking it into existence. Go ahead. Is there something that you wanted to share?
I would need more time to study that particular herb, but ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, your B vitamins, your magnesium are all really, really important for anxiety and stress. So there's the mental, the spiritual, we still have the physical. And when we move into herbal therapies, we are moving into the vibrations of plants. Think about the vibrations of plants. They are so high. The essential oils, the leaves, the branches, the roots, all of that nourishes and feeds our body. So, again, ashwagandha, your B vitamins, your magnesium.
Magnesium is a big part, most definitely, for...
Magnesium is huge. And there is... Oh, where's that box?
What box?
Oh, you moved it?
What are you talking about?
The box with the herbs.
Yeah, I moved it somewhere because I was vacuuming. Oh, it's right here.
Ah.
I'm trying to find my essential oil list that I made. That's really good for the anxiety and everything. Anti-anxiety.
Okay, I don't have any of that magnesium. Maybe I have it in our bedroom.
Oh no, I used the Lord's name in vain. Forgive me, don't strike me down with lightning.
L-theramine.
I need to rewrite it.
Hang on a sec, guys.
I have a list. Oh, wait. Nope. No. Ah. Damn it. I thought it was so close. Ah! Here we go. Okay. So, for anxiety, right? AI is anti-inflammatory,
Now we take this along with the Trader Joe's magnesium. This is, what is this? A magnesium,
lavender.
I can't think of that name. I'll have to get back to you on that. But this is very different from the magnesium, like citrates and stearates. So we do both. And it makes a really big difference. This is the ashwagandha that we get. There we go. And the company name is Future Biotics. I got it off Amazon, 3,000 milligrams. Now it says stress and mood support with bioperine for absorption, free of gluten and soy. Amazing stuff. And also a liver detox will help because the liver is anger. So this is making a difference too. This is natural craft, nature's craft liver support. And got this off Amazon as well. Now, my daughter's been taking this, my daughter and my grandson, and their liver tests are getting better and better every time they go to the doctor. So this is amazing. And when she told me that, I said, please send me over the name. And I got us some too.
So, it looks like, yes, lavender is great for anxiety, but that's not the best one for anxiety. The best one that I would say for anxiety would be ginger, clary sage, rosemary, and bergamot. Now, rosemary is that you're going to want... If you're going to mix those together, I would suggest to put a little bit of tea tree and camphor.
Chamomile, maybe? Someone suggests chamomile?
Lang lang? Chamomile? Chamomile is not anti-anxiety.
No, but it's a calmer.
That's only for the herb itself. Now, for essential oil, it becomes something completely different. Antiviral, antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, and it's good for hay fevers and for blood pressure. Antibacterial as well, and it's good for blood pressure, yeah. So, chamomile would be used for more of a smell, of a, you could say a mellower for the smell. Because you're going to need, yes, some, there's a lot of flowers in here. So lang lang, there's lang lang, which is super strong, right? And then you also have the bergamot, that's also very strong. And then you have a little bit of rosemary, but you're going to need a wood to be able to balance it out. So that's why clary sage is also a flower. So you're going to need maybe... Balsam fir is a great one. Camphor is a great one. Tea tree. I would go for more of a cedar. Cedar or a pine needle smell to be able to give it that base to be able to calm it down. Because then it's not so flowery, but it gives it more of a foresty feel. But ginger is really great. Ginger is not just an anti-C. It's really good for the big C that we all know of. And since we're on YouTube, can't really say it. But it's also a really great anti-inflammatory, anti-anxiety. What is this one again? AO. What did I put AO as? Oh, antioxidant, anti-C, antimicrobial. So it's really great for that. So I would suggest ginger to be the main base for the anti-anxiety, because with all those mixed together, it's wonderful for the body.
And Janie tells us, and this is what...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Janie, that's what got us, or got me into looking into the ASEA, because she was saying that the ASEA really helps her anxiety. And she ran out of it one time, and she said she'll never do that again, because it brings such a balance to her life. So there's that to consider as well.
Oh, seaweed does help with that, most definitely. Seaweed's amazing. Oh, frankincense. Yes. Use a lot of frankincense, because even though that the frankincense isn't that strong, it will help to clear in the spiritual realm, because that's what they've used for millennia. Oh my God, to just clear those energies, and it really does work. Yeah, it's amazing.
Kelly says, I tried that visualization thing, and it's amazing. I got a somewhat lighter feeling.
And the more that you do it, the lighter you feel, and the lighter you feel, the better you feel. So it's like beans, a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you do.
I was hearing the song coming on.
Oh my goodness gracious. So that was actually one of the very first techniques that was bestowed upon me when I was going through my drug journey. She did that visualization for me herself, which was her very first mentor. And she did that for me and got rid of 6 ETs. But what's funny is that she had to put it in 6 different spheres. In the technique that I showed you, since we are in these high vibrations now, they don't need to be in different spheres. They can be fit into one sphere, because it's an endless amount of space within that sphere, because of how high vibrating being you are now. You are an adult in the spiritual realm. And by doing this technique, it allows you to feel what you need to feel. It allows you to be who you need to be without feeling like that.
Wah, wah, wah.
So take this time to start doing what you know is best for you. Now remember, your choices. You choose the colors, you choose the shapes, but make sure that the energy is always going through 0 point. Always a 0 point in energy.
So someone asked about saging. There's absolutely nothing wrong with saging. You want to watch what your intentions are with that. Saging can be calming. Saging can help you to meditate and to focus, if that's what you want to use it for. It also helps you to see what energies are there.
It doesn't do any clearings. That's our job. Us as a collective, that is our job, to do the clearings. The smoke isn't going to do the clearing for you, because think about it. The Indian tribes, when they would go into the hut for those spiritual awakenings, those spiritual messages, they would use sage, they would use frankincense, they would use herbs. and burn them and bring out the smoke. It wasn't for a clearing, it's for a revealing. That's what sage does now. It no longer clears. That's, way back in the olden days of who we used to be, of when we were first awakening. That was, yes, a clearing, but no longer. It is a revealing of energies for you to see for what you need to clear out of your own experience. And that's what I use incense for. Since my dad's allergic to sage, can't use sage, so we use incense. And when we use the incense, it lightens our feelings. And it reveals the energies that are around, and we're like, that's not here for our highest good. That's not here for our highest good. I send you back into the golden vortex to go into the Galactic Federation of Truth and Justice for them to hold you or whoever accountable that has installed you in my experience in the first place. Awesome. Yes, Johnny? You said kid. Ginger tea is amazing. I cannot, for myself, drink ginger tea, but I've been actually using the essential oil of ginger in my feet soaks. And for some reason, right after I did my last feet soak, I had a big, what do you call that? Bruise that just came up on the middle of my foot. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't step on anything. It just came right out. Sucking out all of these toxins is just, you're just surprised what comes out of these feet. That's why I don't like to touch them. You don't know what's in those toes. It's like that TikTok family. Ugh, your feet are ugly. What have you been doing? Oh.
Feet are just another part of the body, aren't they?
Actually, Nancy, you're correct. There is a state, I don't remember what state it is, but there is a building that says med beds. And I don't remember, not all feet are ugly, I know. I was just quoting what she was saying to her son, because they like to rab on each other. So right afterwards, he was like, Mom, why are you so fat? Right? She's like, I'm gonna kill you.
So I just want to let everyone know my thoughts on something I saw. But I saw someone posting things about a med bed, and it had a picture of beds, actual like the beds we have in our homes, set up one after another, and I'm thinking, there's no way I'm gonna pay to lay in a bed if you're calling that a med bed. There's just no way. So I wanted you to be on the alert for that and make sure you are tapping in to see if you are aligned with what they're offering. Don't be taken by something that people are saying will heal your body.
Mm-hmm. All right. There is an antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, inflammatory, antioxidant, and antimicrobial. It's also good for blood pressure. And I use this as a cleaner. So right after I vacuum, I would put a few drops in a big bottle, a spray bottle. Let me go grab the spray bottle really fast so you guys can see it.
He's gone. Now we can talk. Mike, what are we talking about? Mike Reeves, you asked a question. What are you taking? Cost? Where can I buy? Are you talking about the ashwagandha?
Okay, so this is a spray bottle that I use. Let's see the color. It's nice and yellow. In a dropper bottle, a 2-ounce dropper bottle, I fill up with all of these essential oils. Now, they're all 1 for 1. So each one, if you decide to do 10 drops, you do 10 drops of each one of these essential oils. A lot of essential oils. So geranium, jasmine, camphor, patchouli, tea tree, rose, peppermint, clary sage, lang lang, rosemary, orange, juniper berry, bergamot, citronella, very important. I did twice the amount with citronella, balsam fir needle, lavender, chamomile, frankincense. I did twice the amount, or actually 3 times the amount for frankincense, cedarwood, petit green, Australian sandalwood, vetiver, and eucalyptus. And then I also added a few drops of black pepper. Black pepper essential oil is amazing. Now, the black pepper essential oil, what that does is that when it's mixed with other essential oils, it boosts up their attributes, you could say, by tenfold. That's why I put black pepper, because black pepper essential oil just boosts it up like crazy. So what I do is that I put that into a 2-ounce glass dropper, and I put about 10 drops into this. And then I fill up the Pine Sol about that much, or actually more like this, Pine Sol. It's just that Pine Sol cleaner. Now, that Pine Sol cleaner is all natural. So that's why I use it. And then I use a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to fill it up, and then the rest water. And then what you do is that after you vacuum, you spray your floor, and what that does is that it kills all the viruses. It helps with the hay fever, of course. It destroys anything that is fungus. It's an antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It's basically an anti-everything when I use this. Usually my dad gets hay fever after I vacuum, but after I spray this and when I start getting that hay fever, it just kills it.
It's all about the molds and the bugs, isn't it?
It really is. But what's funny is that during my little sickness, and I was washing all my clothes, I took this and sprayed my bed, sprayed my whole bed, sprayed every single one of my pillows, and my pillows smell amazing.
You sprayed it and sprayed the pillows without the pillowcase, and then put the pillowcase on, and did not spray the pillowcase.
No, but I put the pillowcase on while it was wet.
Yeah, but we want them to know exactly how you did it.
Yeah.
Right?
On the pillow itself, and I literally basically doused it in this shit. And oh my god. It killed everything. Yes, Pine Sol. Let me go grab that really fast so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't drink it. It's not meant for drinking.
He's gone again. We're happy to be spending this time with you guys. It feels so good to be back.
And another reason why I use Pine Sol is because it's septic safe.
Take a breath.
I am.
So every time you leave, I'm like, he's gone. We can talk now.
Pine Sol. Yes, I use this. It's really great. It's wonderful. It's basically all natural. There's no chemicals in here from what I can see.
He likes to use that in his clothes too.
Mm-hmm. So instead of
Fabric softener?
fabric softener or anything like that, I use this. And then after I hang up my clothes to dry, my whole room smells like this.
Yes, Mickey, on his mattress, not on his sheets. So everything goes underneath what he sleeps on.
Yes.
Yeah. So he washes the sheets, washes the pillowcases, and while they're in the washer and dryer, he sprays the pillows and he sprays the bed, and then he puts all the linens back on.
And I feel so much better after that.
The house is amazing. You can feel the difference. I could feel the difference in my breathing after he vacuumed and then sprayed. I love it when he vacuums and sprays.
And thanks to all these essential oils, that's a lot of essential oils right there. Thanks to all these essential oils, it kills all the viruses, all the bacteria, all the fungus, and it's just
And we don't see a problem with the fleas either, do we?
no, not really. Mm-mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I know, TD. It really does suck when poisons like that does happen, but we haven't had any problems with this, and we've been using it for months now, and it is just amazing what I'm feeling, and I'm just trying new things, and I tried it on the bed, I tried it with the pillows, and it's been what? About a week now? And I feel good. I feel great. And
So-
since it's basically all natural.
Someone's asking if they heard that there's no more pine oil and pine sol anymore. Is that true?
It's made of pine. It's glycolic acid. What the fuck is other ingredients?
Here, let me take
Where
a
do you
look.
find where the other ingredients are?
Let me take a look while you talk. You're better talking.
From what I understand, it is all natural. It's all from the pines. So that's what I've been using for everything. And it's been working amazing for my skin. It's been cleaning my clothes like it's like it never has before. But I really do need to do some rubbing or some white vinegar on some of my other clothes.
It says contains pine oil.
There you
Right
go.
there. Contains pine oil.
So other ingredients is probably like water.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It says kills 99.9% of germs.
And also kills
Yeah.
C19.
So, make sure that you are aligning with this if you choose to use it. You've got to make the choice on what's best for you. Kid is just sharing what he does for himself. I do not prefer to use this for the clothes. For me, I just use the homemade washing detergent that he made, which I love. Do you want me to put this over here on the floor?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. So how long have we been on, babe?
We've been on for about an hour, maybe two.
An hour or two?
An hour, maybe 2.
Or maybe 2.
Or maybe 2.
Does it say, where can we find out?
So, water, it's right there. 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Okay.
So, water, PEG, PPG, propyl, heptyl, ether, or C10-12 alcohol, ethoxylates, fragrance, sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium carbonate, and hydroxycellulose and chlorines. So it's not really all that bad. Has some sodium sulfate and sodium carbonate. I don't know what that is. Hydroxycellulose.
Okay, well, let's move on to a few more card readings before we have to go.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They can look that up themselves.
Yeah.
We have a smart family.
We do have a smart family.
Brilliant.
They do better research than I do.
Brilliant.
So who else wants a card reading? Kelly. Glad that I found those essential oils again because I need to make more.
Right?
It's almost gone. I wonder if I can make my own pine salt. I probably can.
You probably can. Yeah.
Since it's basically just oil and alcohol. So it's not really that hard to make. Just
There's alcohol in there?
Yeah,
Oh.
a little bit of alcohol.
Well, that's no different than the other stuff that you make. I
Yeah.
mean, you use alcohol for stevia, you use alcohol for... We use alcohol to clean up
Yeah.
the house.
So it's kind of funny how there's this woman that works with what do you call them? Dancers and whatever else, and they go into the backstage, right? And they always have alcohol. And she thought that they were all alcoholics. But what's funny is that they take the alcohol and they drench their clothes.
Why?
Because it's an antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal.
Oh.
If they don't drink it, they actually use it to clean their clothes.
Right?
They rarely ever drink.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are going to inquire about the Asaya and you use the link, please leave your number. Someone will get back to you to schedule a conversation to find out what it is that you need and help you to get the best bang for your buck. And if you just want to text Jay is our very, very good friend. He really listens to what you need and what you want, and he will make suggestions on how to get the best bang for your buck. I can't tell you how many times people just aren't keen on waiting, and so they just go and they purchase, and then when they find out what they could have purchased it for, they're asking for a refund and then to repurchase or to get the difference, right? And it just makes a big mess. So just trust the process, and during that process you will know whether or not that's right for you anyways. And there are amazing stories coming in with it. There are parents that are saying that their kids on the spectrum are starting to communicate after being on ASEA. And like Mickey's dad, he's been bedridden only getting up for the bathroom and with help, or meals, right, Mickey? Or doctor's appointments. And he's been bedridden for 3 years, and then on this, he starts getting up and playing with the dog and doing things around the house. It's just been incredible.
All right, so Kelly, you're at a crossroads right now because there's a lot of things that are coming into your experience, especially past moments are coming back up into your experience at this time. And the reason why I say that is because you got 2 4 cards. Now, each one has a different picture. The first one that came up was the 4 of Spades, which has a bridge. So this could either be your bridge to the other side, using the past as a bridge to the other side of where you need to be, or it could send you into a deep freeze. Into a knowingness of an unknowingness. So be very careful of what is happening. Remember, when the past comes up, don't touch. Look at it, see it, acknowledge it, but no touch. And every time that you are about to touch it, think of Edna. Remember Thunderman? No caps. Do not touch. Never touch the past. Because when you touch the past, it brings the past back up. And when it brings the past back up, guess what happens? It becomes your goblins. It becomes your inner goblins. It becomes who you are right now. And then you start living a life that you shouldn't even be living at this time because you touched it. So, right now is the time to start living the dream by relying upon your guides. And the guides is all here to teach you and to be your guardians and to guide you into that next step. It's all about allowing the process to happen the way it needs to happen so you could be who you need to be at this moment. So, past comes up, no touch. No touch. Just look, observe, accept, acknowledge, and embrace, and then let go. And that is when the power of celebration comes in. Allows you to celebrate good times. Come on! And when you celebrate, celebration. When you allow the celebration to happen, the high vibrations to happen through the celebration of being who you need to be, allows you to stand in the power of what you need at this moment.
Who is that for?
That was for Kelly.
Okay.
So remember, your past could either be your bridge or it could be your downfall of being stuck in that time loop. The frozen time loop. I love these new cards. They just bring a whole different understanding with these pictures that this guy drew.
It's amazing, right?
It's awesome.
Because it's using real life.
It is. Shauna, what if there's no need to forgive yourself? What if that's an old paradigm that you don't even need to be on? Think about that. Forgiveness is something that shouldn't be given so lightly.
Well, forgiveness also means that you have the belief system that you've done something wrong. What if you haven't done anything wrong? What if you have just made choices that brought you to where you are? Everyone is on a journey. And you may look back and see that you didn't like the one choice that you made, but while you made that choice, you learned more about yourself and about how you want to treat other people during the journey of that lesson. That's what it is. There's no fault, there's no doing anything wrong, there's just lessons. Lessons for you and lessons for others. And remember, I was given that vision where I was on stage with my abuser and we performed to a T. And there was a standing ovation. And then I was backstage and I was congratulating my abuser on a play well done. And then I realized what I was being told, that we all made an agreement to come here to learn different things. Now, think about this. You are, you've just received and accepted the mission to come down here and what you're going to experience and what you're going to learn, but you need assistance with that. You need someone who will step forward and agree to be a particular person in that experience, in that journey, right? And so you're explaining to the group of family, soul family, what you need someone to do for you. And everyone understood. Everyone. They understood exactly what that meant for themselves. And no one wanted to do it. But one person hung their head down. And they stepped forward and they raised their hand and they said, I'll do it for you. And there was the agreement that was made. And so there is no forgiveness necessary. It's a lesson. And it was a gift.
Okay, so Jennifer.
You gonna do Jennifer?
Yeah. Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer. There's a lot of waters. Water and herbs lately. Crossroads.
Yeah, well, Shauna, you've got some choices to make, and it may not be easy. But find your courage, okay? Find your courage.
So it seems like that Jennifer is being visited by many different beings at this moment. And there's a path that's being laid down for her. Now the choice is, what choice will she be making today to see which path that she wants to choose? And the reason why I say that is because, one, you got the Six of Power, but take a look at the picture. It won't zoom in. God, I hate this camera.
Yeah.
There are 3 different beings in this picture at this old building.
I'm going to look with you, okay? Oh, them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now, 6 represents power, your power. And hearts represents emotions and feelings. So what type of emotions and what type of feelings are coming up into your experience at this moment that is causing you to feel all of these different attributes? For one, there's a sad embrace. For 2, there is a strength. And 3, there is a flow. Mix all 3 of those together, what do you get? You get the strength to embrace the flow of what is coming into your experience at this time. Get rid of the sadness, but take a look at the embrace. It's all about embracing the strength to build the vitality, to have the empowerment to preserve what you know is right for you at this moment. And we all know that the dandelions are a great detoxifier. It's a great antiviral. It's a great medicine. And this is what's happening inside your experience, that there is a medicinal energy that's coming into your experience to heal you. What choice will you be making? Are you going to allow it to come and heal you, or are you going to push it away, Jennifer? So now the question is of the number 5. The number 5 is all about pay attention. What are you looking at? What are you focusing your attention to? And the diamonds is all about earth. The practicality is encouraged. But take a look at the picture. Flow. The water. Where everybody else is. Are you going to stand on the sidelines while everybody passes you by? Or are you going to actually go with the flow of the energetic energies? Think about it.
Just before you said that, I saw her standing on the side, and everyone was in the water with their tubes, and they were and they were having so much fun. And she was like, "Do I jump in and go?" And if she did, she would be having
the time of her life.
Yeah. Go with the flow.
Always go with the flow. The energetic flow. So you're at a crossroads right now. That's why that crossroads of this card. The 2 different paths that you could choose.
Ooh, is that blurry?
Yeah, it is. I hate this camera. Screw you, camera. We love you, but we hate you at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. So there is a choice that needs to be made. And that can only be done on your side. All right, so Shay.
It's been a long time since we've done card readings for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really cool, seeing the water and everyone in their
tubes.
inner tubes, yeah. Right? Having so much fun.
You can look, but don't touch. Look, be aware, study, but do not touch. It is yours, yes. It is yours, but do not touch, meaning do not take it and go, oh yes, it's so totally me, it's all me. And don't think of anything else that's in the now. That's what I mean, is when you touch the past, you start focusing upon nothing but the past, and you forget about the now aspect of who you are right here. You can look, you can be aware of it, you can study it, you can look at it, but don't touch it, because once you touch it, it brings it back to life, and then that's all you focus upon, is just that.
So attaching.
Yes, do
No
not
attaching.
attach to it. That's why you don't, no touch. Once you touch, you attach. Once you attach, it's like, ow, and you forget about the now. So you can look, you can study, you can do whatever you want, but don't touch.
Attaching also opens up doors
Mm-hmm.
and windows to visitors you do not want.
Ooh. There's a lot of waters. Lots of waters. Well, Amsterdam is full of water, that's for sure. But what's funny is that not all of them are waters, and yet I'm choosing a lot of the water.
This one, wow, I'm interested. Is it going to have anything to do with her speeding
Most likely.
through life?
Most likely. That's what it feels like. That things are leaving her behind because the things are coming apart, and that's what she's focusing upon. 6, the thoughts. So you got the 6 of spades. This is your 6 of spades. Sucks that it's not very... And then the king of spades. You got 2 spades cards. Now, king is representing of balance, representing of kingmanship, of commandership. But what's getting in your way is those thoughts, those energies that are up here. So you need to bring the energies back down to your home, Shay. You need to bring it back down to your home, down to where you know your power source is, which is here, your home. Not up here. This is just a processing system. This is just a kitchen. The kitchen doesn't create. You create. You're the one that creates the energies. You're the one that creates the thoughts, not your mind. So it's all about taking back what is coming into your experience. But what you are focusing upon the most right now is things that are coming apart. But when things come apart, when something splits apart, and when you fully let it go, guess what happens? Something must come in to fill its place. But when you hold on to the thing that's coming apart, you're holding on to it, but there's still no space for something new to come in because you're still holding on to what needs to be let go of. But once you decide to let that go, the other thing that comes in fills its void. This is what I like to say. When something leaves your experience, Source always makes sure that your space is filled with something new. He never leaves it empty. Which means that you are never empty. You are never left alone. That's where the fog and the veil come in. The fog and the veil is a testing period. The fog and the veil is asking you, will you trust me? Will you trust yourself? Those are the two questions that comes into our experience that we don't even realize that come into our experience because the dolphin of the cosmic consciousness of the breath and sacred geometry has been blocked from our experience. So you need to go back to the cosmic consciousness of one, the Christos, the cosmic consciousness of the collective, to be able to breathe what needs to be breathed into the sacred geometry of knowing that everything has a time, everything has a place. And when something leaves, something must come in to fill that place. It is never an empty slot. It's the same thing as all our cells of what we've been learning with the Asaya is that when the cells communicate and when one part of the cell needs to go, it kills itself and then replicates itself. It's never an empty cell. That is what happens within our experience energetically as well. So just know when something leaves, let it go. If you love it, let it go. If it's meant for you, it will be back. It's always how it's been, and it's always how it will be. But when you hold on to it, you lose your kingmanship. You lose that commandership because you're lost within yourself. And when you find yourself, you're back in the flow, speeding on in that water speedway. By using the power of you. Okay.
So, Daily Questions asks, Kid and Candy, I asked God, my spirit team, and guardian angels to step in to guide me, and a sign literally fell off the shelf and hit me above my eye. Could you give me a little more insight?
See? There's your little bit of insight. See?
It's the first thing I thought of too, but I didn't say it.
It hit you in the third eyes. I'm sorry, but that's a big message right there. Hello?
What was the sign? What was on the sign?
We are now open. Welcome home! Oh. Yeah, that's a really good question, is what was on the sign, because that's a really good indication of what it could really mean for you. So oh, so Jennifer's reading and Shay's reading was basically meant for everybody. We are open.
No, that's not her
Okay.
that had the sign. Daily Questions is the one that got hit with the sign on the head.
Okay.
So we're still waiting for her to respond.
I'm sorry, we're having so much fun with your own game.
They're having fun too.
Oh, but the message from Jennifer and for Shay, those were very strong messages that everyone needs to pay attention to. Every single one of us needs to pay attention to those messages, because they're not just meant for those two amazing souls. They were meant for all of us to listen to, all of us to take part, because when we lose ourselves... she's left the building. Because when we lose ourselves, just like what we were explaining in the very beginning of this live, that when we lose ourselves, we lose our way. When we lose our way, we start making assumptions, and when we start making assumptions, we start making those, what was that word again?
Judgments?
No.
Expectations?
Expectations. We start expecting things to be the way that we think that they need to be, when in actuality, we just need to let it be the way that it needs to be, because that's when we start standing in the power of being that king/queen of our kingdom/queendom. And that's when we start taking ownership of our subjects. The energies are our subjects. When they come into our kingdom/queendom, they are looking to us for leadership. Those energies are basically just the civilians. It's the people that live in your kingdom/queendom, and they're looking to us as rulers to help guide them the way it needs to be guided. So that's what we need to do right now, is start guiding the energies the way it needs to be guided. Don't expect it to just know what you need. You need to just say what you need for them to do what they need to do for you.
So, daily question.
That's the sign. That's a big sign. Oh my God. I'm surprised you're not dead. Have hope, be strong, laugh loud, play hard, live in the moment, smile often, dream big, remember you are loved, and never, never give up. Holy shit, is that simple?
Okay, so daily questions, what came to me was that when the sign came off and hit you, do you really need to have something hit you flat in the face to know that you are being guided? That was the message. Yep. You are being guided, beautiful.
Hello. It says, live in the moment, laugh loud, and play hard. Be strong, bitch. I'm here.
Universal bitch slap?
That is a really big message in one big, universal bitch slap.
That's your son. So,
always pay attention to the signs. It's a sign.
Remember, everyone. Remember, Do what makes you feel good. Follow the energies. If the energies are making you feel sucky and draining the life out of you, you're on the wrong path. It's the very thing that we came in to this whole live with our lesson. So follow what makes you happy. Do what makes you smile. Just like her sign, the one that gave her a universal bitch slap right on her face. Love, live, laugh.
Just because you're blonde doesn't make you that dumb blonde. Those are just, the old programmings. Get rid of that. That blondness means that you are a controller of light. And a light comes from where? Within. So it's not that you are a dumb blonde. It's never all about the dumb blonde. That's, the parents' fault for raising up their kids like they're frickin' idiots. So, never take upon yourself that story, because that story is meant to keep you in the dumbs.
So she's a what of light? Say again.
She's a controller of light. A lot of the women and men that are blonde or white-haired are controllers of light.
As in, they wield light for good. Like a sword.
It's something like that. It's kind of like the opposite of Hades. You know how Hades can control the souls of the dead? They can control the souls of the light. That's why they tend to have that tendency of seeing other beings, talking to other beings, listening to the energies. They have that, they've been through the Palladian Council.
I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
Interesting, right?
Yes, very.
So, the Palladian Councils. Gotta make sure that... So, whenever... there's a difference between knowing who you are and attaching to the past, looking at the past. You can study the past to find who you are, because when you find who you are, that right there within itself is power. Always study, always look for that information, but never attach to it. Never attach to it to the point you forget about the now moment. That's why I say whenever the past comes up, don't touch. You can look at it, you can study it, you can see it, you can feel it, but do not touch, because when you touch, you grope, you attach, and then you forget about this in the now moment. And that's something that we cannot do at this time, especially the now, especially with what's happening inside our experience. Yeah, our cat's has been very loud lately, and it's kind of sad. He was shot by, I think, a assault gun or something like that, and he has a big wound on his butt. So we can't allow him outside, because otherwise it will just get infected, and we don't want that. So, yeah. Greek mythology is amazing. Remember, there's a lot of gods and goddesses that they have marked as evil. For instance, Hades, Loki, Medusa, Pandora, the goddesses of fate. They have marked all of those as evil, when in actuality, every single one of them are not evil. They are neutral. There's a difference. None of the gods and goddesses are evil. They don't do it to intentionally kill somebody, not because they can't. It's just they don't take part. Because they are higher dimensional beings that have their own fucking problems to deal with. So why would they want to come over here and destroy what they have created? What they have started?
Who's they?
All the gods and goddesses. I've walked through the halls of the gods. And there's still a whole lot more that I have not explored yet of the halls of the gods. But I've explored most of the, what do you call that? The Olympian gods, the Norse gods. Most of them. Janus, I feel, is a neutral goddess. Goddess, it's twin. Huh. Janus is a twin. There's 2 souls in that god. One male, one female. Interesting. That's interesting to know. And by the way, I don't go based off of what everybody else says that they are. I go based off of what I feel. And it's usually correct. Wait until you guys reach the halls of the gods. Oh my god. Makes it almost made me fall to my knees the very first time that I got in there. All right, I think I'm good.
Yeah, we're about ready to close up.
Yes.
So, do
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
what?
We are almost done.
Yeah,
We're almost done.
hungry? I know the dog ate all your food.
Again. Looks better.
Yeah,
Looks so much better, huh? Yeah, you can almost go outside now. Yeah.
it's healing up really nice. So, you guys remember the video I made? This is my cat's boo-boo. There. And there was 5 of those, so 4 of them have healed, and he's got 1 left.
Oh, yesterday it was big. So that's gone down a lot, and it's closing up. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, wait,
That's so nice.
wait, don't go anywhere. Here, spray this on him.
You're gonna have to.
Hey, here.
He looked at me like, wait, what the fuck?
So, this right here,
This?
yeah. Is it a spray bottle? It's helping to heal wounds, too. Not just us, but on our pets as well.
Yes. So, Pamela, I do spray this on open wounds, but I also use this on open wounds, the Renew 28, because I had that rectal problem down there because of the sicknesses and everything, and I would put that on there. So, yeah, I'm not dead yet. Let's just say that. Oh, another thing about cats is that they are, 1, protectors. 2, they are also energy clearers. So every time that you see them sniff something and then they touch their paw, every paw print clears an energy signature. So that's why that they tend to sniff around and walk. Because when they sniff, they're sniffing for certain energies. And when they don't like a certain energy, they disperse that energy. They are protectors of the underworld. Mm-hmm. And they guide souls.
Total guides.
Yeah.
Guardians. Yes. Protectors, guardians. Absolutely. No, I just got those little bottles. They were $1 a piece on the Asaya website, and filled it up with my blue Asaya bottle. This one, the Redox here. Anita was going to come on the show with us on Friday, but she is in the middle of the Florida storm, and it knocked out all of her internet, so we have to reschedule. But Anita has been using this stuff on her horses and other farm animals for some time. And I was just very, very curious about that and wanted to bring that on for all of us because we all want to find the best way to heal our pets. Our pets mean so much to us. Oh, yes.
Colloidal silver is amazing.
Yes, we have that spray too.
It's like, fill your body with silver. Well, we're made up of gold, so it doesn't really matter.
So.
Oh, you didn't know that? Well, now you do. Our blood is actually made up of gold with it being covered in the copper, which is why it looks red. Mm-hmm. Copper, iron, whatever it is. Yeah. But I just know that our blood cells are actually made up of gold particles, which is why we call it the God spark. Because that God spark within us resonates from the blood of the gods, which the gods bleed gold. And that's what we were supposed to bleed. But because of what the deep state has done to us and cover our gold cells with that copper, iron, whatever it is, caused us to be dumbified and downgraded.
I'm tired. I just want to stare. Go into a staring mode.
That's why the deep state also wants our blood so badly, because the more gold that they can drink, the better it is for them, which is why they have blood drives.
So, Pamela, the redox is just part of who we are. Children have a lot of it, and it diminishes the older we get. And so this is putting it back into us, and what it does is it goes into the cell, where the mitochondria, and activates the cell, and helps our cells to produce healthy cells rather than sick cells reproducing sick cells.
It's like, ooh, sick
cells.
cell. Eat that sick cell. Now reproduce itself. That's why it's called mutation. We are mutating.
You can also try honey on those slow healing wounds too. Honey is great.
The parasites is what's causing that, because the HIV within me is what caused all my wounds to close up from a 3-day close all the way up to like a 4-week close. Parasites do that. So the worms, the parasites, you need to go on a deep cleanse, honey. Get rid of those parasites, get rid of those worms, get rid of the whatever bug that's in there, because that's what's causing the slow healing wound itself.
And you know what? It's gross, but I see things in my eye when I'm looking around, and I know that they're parasites because when I put the liquid
Ivermectin? Oh, sorry, cancel. Sorry.
Paste, but the liquid one, not the paste. I make up special eye drops, and I put that in my eye, and they go away. But I just have to keep doing it because they keep coming back. So I've still got a lot of cleansing to do.
Yeah, ever since that I got rid of all those parasites and I became HIV non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was watching myself. HIV non-existent. Hep C, Hep A non-existent, and syphilis non-existent. My wounds heal up like none other before. They just close up in just a day now, and it's amazing. It's all about the parasites. Those parasites just do something to the body which causes it to have that slow heal, to have that crust happen around that wound. And then you have to peel the old crust away for it to close, and that hurt like every single time. I wondered why. And then I eat salad and I'll barf it up and then, yeah. Parasites do a lot of shit to the body. Now I'm like, ooh, salad, yum. Oh. So this was my regiment for that was
Watch your words.
yes, 1 bottle of tonic water, 1 to 2 bottles of tonic water a day. And within that bottle, I would drop about 5 to 10 drops of ionic zinc, which boosted up the quinine. And that helped to get rid of the parasites. But as I was on that regimen, I was still on the medicine that the doctors gave me for my HIV. Now, I listened to my body, and I was still taking it day by day, you know, every day a pill. But then my body was like, we don't need a pill today. Okay. I took a pill every other day. And then my body was like, about a week later, we don't need it every other day. Okay, every other day I would take a pill. And then suddenly it just came down to no pills, and
That's when you were getting major downloads as to what the pills actually were.
The pills, the HIV pills, are white blood cells of human beings. You could say the adrena.
Yeah, they get it.
Get it? Yeah.
They get it.
White rabbit. So I was literally on the same shit that the deep state were taking. In pill form. Yeah. Sad, right? Except it was breaking down my body, not building my body up. And that's what... So those pills basically put the parasites into a coma. So as they were in the coma, the tonic water and ionic zinc would go in and destroy the parasites as they were in that coma because they couldn't fight back. And the doctors didn't know. So that's what all these medicines are for. They are to put whatever parasite that it attacks into a food coma. Diabetes, the big C, whatever it is. So as you're on this medicine, you then go in and attack it with what you know, which is the quinine and the ionic zinc and whatever other parasite cleanse that you can think of. And I became free of all 4 of those incurable things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last time he had the rectal abscess, I told them that they're not going to be able to determine he's got an infection going on in his body because we use some very powerful herbal antibiotics. And so they drew his blood, they went and tested it, they came back and they said, boy, you were right. Do you know how rare it is that we see this? And then they said, so you must still be taking your medicine because there is no HIV at all. And Kid is just like, because he's not going to tell them anything. They're Western medicine. Why should they know what he's doing? And so he just left it at that. And so that told us right there, it's completely obliterated. It's gone.
And I do believe that, yes, those meds are to convert people to that side. But because of the kidnap that I went through and the rape after rape after rape of nonstop every day for days, weeks, or months, I don't even know because I was drugged up every day. I don't even know how long I was there until they were completely done with me and threw me on the side of the road.
So people were wondering if you can put that remedy, what the steps you took for clearing your body on the WordPress. If you can write that up, then...
Yeah, I already have it written up.
I can get that on there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, don't look. You don't have to look for it now.
Yeah.
Um, yes, we'll make an effort to get it up there.
The one thing that I would like to leave you guys with, though, and this is what's going to help every single one of you, since I'm one of the few people out there in the world that can relate to the kids and the dumbs, is that we don't want to hear you're sorry. That's the one thing we do not want to hear. I'm sorry you went through it. No. I'm going to tell you the one thing that we want to hear from you. The one most important thing that's going to bring the best healing to them when you guys are ready. You are safe. That's the one thing that I needed. After I came out of everything, was I needed to hear I was safe. It took me a while, a long time. It took me a long time to be able to get to this point, to be able to share what I've been through. And that's the one thing that we all need to let them know when they come out, when they are ready, is that you are safe with me. And no one told me that. Not for the longest time, until I met you guys, the family.
Another thing to remember, that when someone is crying, don't offer them a tissue. Don't talk to them and say it's okay. Don't hug them until you feel it's the right time, because that stops the process of release. And they need to release. That's part of the healing process. And it can be uncomfortable to not reach out to someone who is hurting like that, but it's important.
It's always good for them to wipe their own tears away. But that's the one thing that I want everybody to know, is that never say I'm sorry. Ever. Because that's the one thing that brings us back into what we've been through.
You know, that's important for a woman to hear too.
You are safe.
That everything's okay and that we're safe.
And that's one reason why I was brought through that experience, is so I can bring this training.
Of course, Danya. Be happy to. You want me to do a light language when we're ready.
Is there a specific one that you want to play? I need to download a few so we can do
I don't think Doug ever sent me the one. I asked him to, and he hasn't done that yet. The one I used at Truth Tour.
So,
Oh,
what do you want me to search?
go to. Oh, look at my face! Oh my god! Right? Okay, so do you mind if I do this?
Yes.
Can I change channel?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let's see, library.
Oh, I should have brought that up over at the Truth Tour in the Washington one, but it wasn't time. It was not time. I don't think anybody there was ready to listen. That's another reason why I laugh, is so nobody sees or feels the true
Over the
pain.
past 6 months, we have been investigating as well as exposing the truth behind all of these food processing plants that have been...
Yes, we know. Right there.
That's good. We can use that one.
Okay, I need to make sure that everyone can hear it, though. Oh, yeah, they can hear it. So, you let me know when you are ready for it. I will turn it down.
I can just play it on my phone. And I brought my headset, so it's fine. I'll just do it that way. That way we don't get a problem with,
We're already going to get a problem with it, but that's okay.
so let me find.
Remember me and my sign. Okay, Daily says, kid, when you guys need a good laugh, remember me and my sign.
Oh, God,
Universal
love you,
bitch slap.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I have to say, I want to thank every single one of you amazing family members, because we have all been through this journey together, and you guys helped build up that confidence within me to be able to share that story, those memories that have been, haunting me for the longest time. And those were one of the reasons why I tried committing suicide. Well, more than one suicide, actually. There was a couple. And, well, that was an epic fail. I'm still here, aren't I? I think that's freaking hilarious how I epically failed to kill myself. That's the best failure that I could ever ask for. Oh.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad too, because my guides, after I slammed, if you guys don't know what slamming is, it's an injection by needle, and they were, I think, 10 millimeters, I don't remember, but they were about this big, which is about that much, full of crystal meth. 10 needles worth. Just slam after slam after slam after slam. And I was kicked out of the house because of something. I don't know. The guys just made the person just kick me out of the house, and I had to walk 6 miles. And through those 6 miles, it just excreted completely out of my body. And it's like, well, there you go. You're alive. But I'm very, very grateful that all of that transpired, because look at where we're at now. We've all found each other. And no matter what goes on outside of this room, no matter what happens in the world outside of this room, we know that in this room alone, we are okay. We are that love. We are that light that is going to just bring more. We are the ones that are going to be lighting the way, which is why I like to say High Vibes Up is going to take over the world. And I'm not talking about candy, okay? I'm talking about High Vibes Up. All of us. The family. Mm-hmm. We are going to be taking over the world. And that's what High Vibes Up is. Where High Vibes Up goes, it's the family. I just want you guys to know that.
Okay. I sent the link to this one. This is the one I'm going to play. Mm-hmm. To your text message.
Okay, so I can find it and download it.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can also play it on your phone lightly where they can barely hear it.
Or we could just get whatever, and just put it on the description so they know that it's that music. Or figure out how to set that up for YouTube.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So are we ready to say goodnight? Adieu for the evening? Okay.
Nutballs attract nutballs, Caroline, and we're all nutty.
I want to invite you to take a deep breath with me. clear your mind and clear your space. 0 point. And just receive what this is going to give for you. The gift, knowledge, healing, insight. It'll be to you different from that what it will be for someone else. Nutiania siotoriania. Kianeo totorianisio. Hai aniorianiesisioso. Chuneatiatorikesianosi. Kai anianaya notorianoto. Hai leoniesia. Hialionoronianieso. Hai alielorianiesiano. Kianeadia. Chianonorianianotoriesi. Kianinototorianiachotos. Notorianiayanetio. Hayaniatorkaya norianishutoriania. Hayanotorianiesiatos. Tutorianianianino. Monianiasiania. Yesoria corianiachutiatorianisio. Moniania. Hayanianorianiasia. Notorianianiasi shatorianiado. Kayaniayato. Oriania teatorianiashocho. Niotorianiatorianikia shetia. When you're ready, come back, take another deep breath. We love you.
Well, I have to say that this was absolutely amazing to spend this time with family. You and I both released, looked at you, cried, I cried, we all cried, we all had fun, blah, 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 blah. We shared some laughs, some tears, some greatness. So, this was an absolute pleasure, as always, to be able to host these shows and to have this connection and bring this knowledge and this understanding and understandment of where we need to be at this time, the high vibrations. The lower the frequency, with the higher the vibration. Remember, when you have that low frequency, meaning low emotional standards, low feelings, allows the high vibrations to be hidden so they're not heard from deep state so they don't find us. But when there's high frequency and high vibration, that's basically gonging a bell, asking for them to come and find you. So, low frequency, high vibration. Low frequency, high vibration. Meaning low feelings, low emotions, high love. And when you have the low frequency of the low emotional standards and the low feelings, it allows the high vibration to do what it needs to do without it being compromised by the so-called frequency of thought. Because the frequency of thought is so low that it's just a whisper. And you're like, whisper, oh, wait, did you say something? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, bitch. And you're like, So, keep the low frequency, keep the high vibration. And when you are in that moment, you are in a state of peace, a state of neutrality, a state of being who you need to be by going, I'm sorry, would you say thought? No, you didn't. Oh, dear Jesus. Well, this was amazing. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, keep those little ripples going because it's the smallest ripples that matter the most. It's the smallest things that matter the most. It's you that matters the most because you guys are the ones that are going to be changing the world. You guys are the ones that are changing the world because you're spreading all of this connection, this family, this love to all these other truthers. And they are starting to become families. If you notice, everyone's starting to say, hey, family, right? Yeah, because we, as High Vibes Up, as the family, has started a new trend of that connection. And that is what's going to establish the taking over the world. Because we are, yes, like what Nancy says, we are that star seed. We are that beginning. We are the ending. We are the alpha. We are the omega. We are the life and we are the death. We are the neutral standpoints of all things. So keep moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing because you guys are creating that new world. We are that new world. Is there anything that you would like to say?
Just that I love you.
All right, we love you, and we will see you guys very soon for something new.
Always.
Always. All right, love you guys.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Always go with the choice that scares you the most. Because it's the choice that's going to help you grow.
Wow.
I can't do negative today. Positive vibes.
Hey, best friend. Wait. To the person seeing this, I know you're tired. I know you're fed up and so close to breaking. But remember, you have strength within you even when you feel weak. Keep fighting, best friend.